So now I know I'm created for it. And secondly, I'm called to it. I didn't go looking for C12. It actually found me. My father, who I talked about earlier, we kept a relationship. He eventually moved to Florida. And so, unfortunately, alcoholism took his life. His liver began to fail in 2005. And so I started to travel down to Florida to visit him and really just see where he was at spiritually. Unfortunately, he came to know the Lord through that process, which Deb and I and the kids were thrilled about. And so then we started exploring, well, maybe we should move down to Florida and hang out with Pops and help disciple him. And so we began to look for job opportunities in Florida at that point. And so actually what happened is my dad ended up passing away. And the next day I had a job interview at a CPA firm in Bradenton, Florida. So I was like, well, Dad's with the Lord now. We've done all we can do down here. But heck, might as well just go to the interview and see what's going on. So we interviewed with the CPA firm. And at the end, the owner looked at me, Byron Shin. He said, Randy, I got this resume, and it says you're a pastor, Calvary Chapel, you planted that, and he handed that off. He said, if you were to come down here, you could be involved in this thing called the C12 group. And I'm like, what is a C12 group? So he walks in his office, grabs a binder, shows it to me, and he says, yeah, we meet every month, and we go through materials about business and ministry and business. He goes, actually, we're the CPA firm who does the founder of C12, Buck Jacobs, his tax returns. And he said, so if you came down here, you could be a part of that. And I'm like, what is that? So I go home, talk to my wife, and I said, babe, I don't know what C12 is. But if it is what I think it is, it's not what I'm supposed to do. It's actually who I am. Because even when we had the church and God used us to plant the church back in the 90s, what we saw more often than not, wasn't this massive church growth, but God would send me leaders. And I was just called to equip those leaders for works of ministry, which is actually what Ephesians 4 says. And I just realized I probably work a lot better with leaders, people who want to grow. I'm not maybe the person that is great with the congregation. I'm not real patient. So C12 is great because people only come when they want to grow. They're going to pay to grow. They're going to invest the time to grow. And I love growing. Obviously, we're videoing in my gym at home. And there's not a week that goes by that I'm not trying to grow, build muscle, do something. I'm 62, but I'm not dead. And so we're going to keep on rocking and rolling in here until God takes me home. And so